He gets it through to Salvador. Johnny Salvador. Is he going to actually put us through? He hits the post. Oh! Oh! We had the chance in the 92nd minute. How's it going, everyone? My name is Stu. Welcome to my FM24 save here with Deportivo La Coruña. Thank you for joining me in today's video, which is part number 54. We are deep into season 7 of the save. We are in Champions League round of 16 territory. We've got the second leg of that today, along with the second leg of the Copa del Rey semi-final. And if you're excited to see how we get on in both of those competitions, as well as a sneaky look at how we're doing in the league, then don't forget to leave a big like on the video for me. And don't forget to subscribe as well. It's completely free to do so. You'll put a big smile on this face right here. What's not to love? So, let's get the elephant out of the room. Both of the games today against Real Madrid. I don't want them to be. They just are. We got drawn against them in the Copa del Rey. We knew that last time. Of course, we get drawn against them in the Champions League as well. Because we just can't have nice things. Every time we turn around, Real Madrid are just there, lurking in the background, ready to pounce on us with their squad of superstars. So we're going to be hoping that we can try and get the best of them today. So far this season, we haven't done. The maximum we've done is drawn. So, yeah. Bodes well. I think today's episode is going to be pain. Lots of pain. So, if you haven't watched up until this point, I should say, we don't play Real Madrid all of the time. It just feels like it. But if you are joining us today, welcome. Put your feet up, relax. Hope you have a lovely time watching the video. If you do and you want to see more of it, playlist up top. So, since you were last with us, how have we done? Well, the last time you saw us was the playoffs, wasn't it? Champions League. We beat AC Milan, battered them, in fact, in that second leg. And then we also played... Was it Girona, I think we played? I think we played Girona or Girona. I'm going to go with Girona. It sounds better. Might have been Girona. It might have been Espanyol. Either way, we won. So we haven't played that many games since then. Now, semi-final of the Copa del Rey away from home. Real Madrid did beat us 1-0, but it was away from home. We got the home leg today. Then we beat Real Betis in the league. We then had Real Madrid in the Champions League. 2-2. We score first. They get a relatively quick fire double. Johnny Salvador saves our bacon in the 89th minute. Picked up a knock as well. He is now back though. We are pretty much fully fit finally for the first time in what feels like a long time. And then we have just beaten Athletic Bilbao pretty comfortably with a completely kind of rotated 11. The reason why it was rotated is because if we show you the calendar, can I go backwards on it? So there's today's game. That's the last game we just played. 1 day gap. That is not acceptable, quite frankly. Ignore the fact that that's there. That's obviously replicating that. But yeah, that's the gap we've had between these games. So we did have to do a completely rotated 11. Johnny Salvador did have to come on for a little bit. He is a bit tired, but he is fully fit. So that's where we're at. In the league, we'll quickly show you how things are going. We're currently second still. But Real Madrid have drawn an extra game. So if we win our game in hand, we go above them. So they've done us a bit of a favour there. In terms of the profile of the league, Salvador is back to being top goal scorer, but Endrick and this guy from Barcelona, Sabentia, Portuguese. I tell you what, Portugal have got some banging wonder kids in this save. He is the next best player in the league, but then Salvador is there. Maria is now top of the goal assist charts, joint with Molina from Atletico Madrid, who had a horrible time the last time we played them. Carnesecchi way out ahead in clean sheets as well. Real Madrid are outscoring us, but we are out defending everyone, so happy days. But none of that matters, because it's time for the game in the Champions League against Real Madrid. It is away from home. We did draw the home leg with a last gasp equaliser, and this is the 11 we're going to be using. We've got one issue in terms of the squad. Martinez is suspended. He's been, in my eye, one of our better players this season, so it is a huge loss, but he isn't in the squad today. So we're going to hope that Sasha Bowie from Barcelona can do the job. He is a good enough player to do so, I do believe. So he's also liking big games. So let's see whether he can fill up. Let's see if he can live up to that. Get your words right, Stu. Right, the 11 for today's game. Carnesecchi is in goal. It's then Bowie, Herculano, Riyad and Ilic in defence. Yepes, Litzkas, Maria and Veloso form the midfield with Eliawahi and Johnny Salvador leading the line up front. It's a big game. We did what we could in the first leg away from home. Well, no, we were at home. Sorry, this is the away from home one. I'm getting all my words mixed up today. You could argue we missed an opportunity, but it's Real Madrid. The fact that we managed to stop them from beating us is a result, but today is going to be a tough one. Let's just see what happens. I mean, again, we had the away from home leg in the Copa del Rey. We did lose that one, but we still got the home one to go, so hopefully that one we can get a bit more going. That is the formation they're using. They've got a wonderful team. It's just, honestly, I've paused the game. Look at the state of that squad. I mean, the back four is where it's different, but the midfield is completely Real Madrid of today. You've still got Endrick, obviously, who's still a child at 23. Vinicius Jr. is entered his prime at 29. Rodrigo, the same, 29. Jude Bellingham, 26 in his absolute prime. Tchouaméni's got to his peak at 30. 31-year-old Valverde is the veteran. And then we've got the defence, which is made up of players who aren't traditionally the Real Madrid back four, but they are very, very good quality. Real Madrid have got, I think, the best 11 in this game. They're the one team that just every time we come up against them, and their bench has still got some quality on there as well, they are just another level. So I am, although I'll be disappointed if we don't win, I'm aware of the position that we're in, and the position we're in is we're playing a top quality team, and we just need to recognise that we're not necessarily going to have our own way with them. We'll try, we'll do what we can, but yeah, I mean, this is a game that we really need to... We need to, at some point, get past this stage of the Champions League. We haven't got to the quarterfinals of the Champions League at all in this save yet. It'd be nice to do so, but the financial situation at the club, we've never been a club with money in this save. We've spent more money than we've had just to try and get ahead in the league, which has been successful, but we do need to recognise as well that that is going to bring limitations, which is where we're at now. I've talked about it before. I think this summer we're going to need to sell to buy, and we're probably going to need to let go of some of our heroes in this particular team that we've put together. Half-time 0-0 is a good result as far as I'm concerned. I obviously want us to win this game, but if we end up going to penalties and extra time, I am perfectly content with that as an outcome, as long as we can actually get there. Well, Talriadi's not playing particularly well. Ilic doesn't like big games. It's not a surprise to see him not playing well. Maria, we're going to tell him to calm down. Elia Wahi, we've struggled since he's come back from injury to get him in form. He's kind of dipped in and out of it. I'm going to tell Litzkas he needs to improve as well. Let's just double check to see whether they've made any adjustments. Again, the game has done its thing. It's wiped out all of the instructions, which is really annoying. Right, we're going to go in hard on some of their more tired players just to try and rock them a little bit. Tchouaméni likes to play on his right foot, so pop him on his left foot. Kadioglu, let's press him. I'm going to press Sabani as well because he's tiring. And does he have a weak foot? He does, left foot. We'll pop him onto that as well. And Endrick, we managed to keep Endrick quiet. I'm not going to touch Endrick. I'm going to leave him as he is. We're just going to try and go in hard on those three just to try and get something out of them. I'm going to kind of leave things at that. I am tempted to take Maria off just because he is tiring. But I think I'll leave him for now. Elia Wahi, I think I'm going to take off for Hlajak though. Because Hlajak, just, if we get across in there, we know he's good in the air. So let's do that. Let's see whether we can get that going. Right. Second half. Let's see if we can carry on doing what we're doing. Let's go, boys. Let's do this. Maria is really not having a good game. He has only just come back from an injury, to be fair. Right, we have a highlight. Did we have a highlight in the first half? I'm not sure we did, but we've got a highlight with us on the ball, although we now give the ball away, which of course is the way. Right, Shadi Riyad goes back to Yepes. Yepes into Litzkas now. Litzkas, if you can unlock us, their defence, our defence, sorry. Oh, no, poor passing, and we give the ball away, and here's Endrick, but Yepes does really well to get in there, and we now have possession again. Right, Karnasetchi to Herculano. Let's build from the back here, boys. Right. Shadi Riyad, just get the ball to someone safely. Gets it to Ilic. Ilic, just pass the ball to someone safely. Salvador with a heavy touch. Not good enough. Not good enough at all. And now here come Real Madrid. Right, Vinny Jr. out on that left-hand side. Sorry. Got my directions mixed up then. This is going to be 1-0, isn't it? Here's Bellingham. Oh, we managed to block it. Oh, Herculano's a hero. Herculano's an absolute hero, but it's not over yet. Real Madrid still have possession. We're forcing Rodrigo backwards. Salvador doing some good pressing there, though. The game adjusted a little bit for me. I don't know whether you saw that on the recording. They're still in possession here. We've done well to defend it, but here's Vinny Jr. and it's 1-0. There it is. But it might be offside. It is offside. The flag is up. It is not 1-0. It is an offside goal that will be disallowed. There it is. There it is. I'm going to demand more from the boys off the back of that, because we did let them walk through us there a little bit. Right. I'm going to let this highlight run. Salvador did a good job of intercepting there, but Tchouaméni managed to get on the end of the loose ball. And here come Real Madrid again. Remember, that highlight started with us in possession, ended up with a chance for them. It'd be nice if we could do the same thing here. Right, Kadioglu to Bellingham. Bellingham now got space to run into, which is a bit disappointing. And Karnasetchi ends up having to make a really good save. I'm going to wait for this corner to play out and then we'll make our changes because we are going to make some now. We've given it enough time in this second half to see if we can start to make things happen. It hasn't happened yet. Right, Karnasechi gets the ball from the corner and we now have the chance to make our changes. Right, so first change is going to be Ramon Maria. He is going to come off. I am actually going to bring Veloso into the midfield. He can do that well. Navarro had a good game last time out, so Navarro is going to come on in that position. Ilic is not having a good game. Renan is going to come on. And then, I don't really want to take Riyad off, but I'm going to. I'm going to bring Ribel on. And we're going to go with that. And we're just going to take a bit of a risk on Herculano. But Maria wasn't having a good game. All of the players were taken off, bar Chadi Riyad were on a 6.5. Riyad was on 6.6. We'll bring on Ribel for him just to be on the safe side. Let's just go into it. Right, we demanded more from the boys. Let's just see if we can get a bit more going. They've had more chances in this game. Match momentum-wise in this half at the moment, it is on us. Let's just see if we can get something more going. I'm going to fire the boys up. They've had a bit of a mess around on their tactics. Let's just have a double check and see what they've done. And just see if we need to react in any way, shape or form. They've actually taken off Sabani and they've brought on George Madrid. What a name that is. Right, we're going to start pressing Antonio Silva. Kadioglu has actually been moved over to the left-hand side. I'm going to... This on never trigger a press, so we're going to leave that off then. We're going to take that off because he actually had a good game. Probably because we've been pressing him when we haven't been supposed to. They've brought on Archie Gray in the middle. I mean, I don't really know if we can do anything with him. I might say let's go in hard on Archie Gray and just try and rough him up a little bit. And then Jeremy Frimpong has come on, who it looked like he was playing as an inside forward. Again, baffling to me. I'm going to say, what's his bravery? Bravery's 13. I mean, let's try and rough him up a little bit. I'm just thinking, let's just rough these boys up and just try and rock them a little bit. And I'm even tempted to go on. We're already on get stuck in anyway, so that's okay. So let's just carry on with that. I am actually going to change Herculano to ease off tackles just to be on the safe side. And let's just see whether we can get anything going. We've got one more substitution left at the moment. Let's see what we want to do. I mean, in an attacking sense, I'm looking at someone like... Veloso's tired, but he's one of our better players. Navarro actually hasn't done that well since coming on. Litzkas is tired as well. Yepes is tired as well. And isn't having the best of games. I am thinking, do we maybe move things around a little bit? Do we maybe put Litzkas back to here? And then we change Yepes and take him off. But who do we take him off for? I mean, that's the problem. Let the game run as well, I've just realised. I'm thinking we take Yepes off. I'm going to put Veloso to there. And we're going to bring Furic on. Because Furic has got a bit of magic in him. And I do believe the gentleman loves big matches. He does. This is a very big match. Let's do that. Let's do that. Litzkas stays on. Yes, he's tired, but he can do the role as a defensive midfielder, as a playmaker quite well. We've got another playmaker in the form of Veloso, but I'm going to change into an advanced playmaker. And we're going to go with that. Let's do that. That feels like a bit of a gamble, but let's do it. And I probably should press play as well, really, shouldn't I? Right, we've actually got a corner here. Yepes. This could change everything. Imagine if we score from this corner and I've just done all this tactical fiddling. Corner whipped in. Salvador can't get on the head of it. Ferdi Kadioglu heads it out. Yepes still on the ball here. Goes to Litzkas as Xavi Simons manages to intercept, though. And here come Real Madrid on the counter. Oh, lovely, lovely tackle from Sasha Bowie. I mean, it's a cynical tackle. It's got him a yellow card. But it's exactly what I would want him to do in that position because he stopped them having a counter-attack. We are moments away from going into extra time. But can we get a late winner here? We've got a highlight here with us on the ball. Right. Veloso gives the ball away to Tchouameni. That's so disappointing. But he is shattered. Taking a gamble, leaving him on. But he's just got the ability just to change the game for us. Right, Herculano now. He's backed up a little bit here. He has got someone with him. Right, Bowie now. Bowie launched it forward, looking for Hlajek, who is decent in the air, but Madrid is better. Right, Archie Gray. Into Vinny Jr. Into Tchouameni. We intercept. Right, Veloso. Can he get a killer ball through? He gets it through to Salvador. Johnny Salvador. Is he going to actually put us through? He hits the post. Oh! Oh! We had the chance in the 92nd minute. It's a poor pass again from Real Madrid. Sasha Bowie. The highlight is still going on here. Bowie now into the opposition area. Back to Litzkas. Into Joe Veloso! Joe Veloso! in the 93rd minute has put us 1-0 up against Real Madrid. The highlight went on forever. Bowie gets to Litzkas into Veloso, who I was regretting taking off. And Joe Veloso, in his 3rd position of the match. Okay, in the kerfuffle of the end of that game, I somehow ended up clicking stop record on my OBS. I said this before, I have my game on this monitor and I've got a monitor over here with OBS. So if you ever see me glancing over, I'm just checking it. And yeah, I somehow clicked stop recording for the end of that match. As you can see though, we got through. We did it. We got through. We beat Real Madrid in a huge match. And for the first time since we've been at this club, we've got through to the quarterfinal of the Champions League. We are through. Are we the first team to be guaranteed through? We're not, no. So at the moment, the teams who are through are ourselves, Newcastle, Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester United, Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich, and then we've got... In fact, no, tell a lie. It's only Atleti, Bayern, Newcastle and us so far. So, Leipzig or Paris Saint-Germain, Borussia Dortmund or Manchester United, Roma or Liverpool, and Man City or Leverkusen. I mean, there's definitely harder teams there, but we have made it through. I've already praised him. That is ridiculous. I'm so proud of the boys. We've got through against one of the hardest teams in the game. And Joe Veloso, I've literally just said this thinking I'd recorded it. Joe Veloso, I mean, we need to have a word with him about his development, but he can go and have a drink. Like, he's earned a night off. Like, he's done a great job there. What a performance from him. Some good performances from Litzkas. From Herculano did a great job, by the way, as well. Absolutely superb job. Really, really proud of his performance. I don't think he was marking anyone or anything like that. He just decided he was going to go out there. My voice is going a little bit. He just decided he was going to go out there and have a good game. I'm okay with that. More than okay with that. And Ribel came on, did a decent job as well. Illich didn't do a great job. Renan came on, did an okay job as well. Navarro did a good job when he came into the midfield too. Good to see him have a good performance. Lajek didn't really do a lot. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I genuinely thought Salvador had stuffed everything up. But he did not. And we are through. And we don't know who it is yet, but we will find out soon. Right. I now have a league game against Almeria. I will be playing that off camera. And we will be coming back against Real Madrid again. This time at home. This time Copa del Rey semi-final. To see if we can get into the final. Seeing the green against Real Madrid. I don't know when the last time we beat them was. Because I don't think we beat them last season. I really genuinely don't. We drew against them there. I'm looking for their name. We won there, but it was a draw. We won on penalties. I don't really count that necessarily. We lost against them heavily there. They did batter us a number of times that season. So last season we didn't win against them in like 90 minutes at all. Let's have a look quickly down here. I don't think we beat them this season. No, we did. We beat them in the league that season. So that was in November of 2027. We're currently in 2030. And I think that was the last time that we beat them. I don't think we've done the double over them. We lost against them in the Copa del Rey there. Oh, no, we did the double in that season. Wow. Okay, well, they've levelled up this year. And last year. They've levelled up both years. Either way, I'm really happy with that. So we'll go away. I'm going to rest the boys because they've earned it. We're going to get ourselves through the Almeria game as unscathed as possible. And then we'll come back for the semi-final second leg at home against Real Madrid. And fingers crossed we can get through to a final of the Copa del Rey and try and win it for the second time. That'd be lovely. And we are back after a very successful game against Almeria. We did rotate the side relatively heavily. But we did come away with a 3-2 victory. No Salvador in the squad. We literally went with our two boys. We went with... Fucking hell. 3, 2, 1. Back after the Almeria game, and we ended up going there with a heavily rotated side, but we did get the job done just about. 3-2 we ended up winning. Hlajek, Wahi and Boedo scoring in the first half. Almeida and Joaquin scoring in the first half for Almeria. Joaquin, of course, formerly of us. We used to have him, and he was a bit of a legend for us getting up to La Liga. So nice to see him. Really would rather he didn't score against us, but things are the way they are. But that's how that went. We are now back for the game against Real Madrid. But I do have one thing I do need to show you, which I don't really want to, but I do need to show you this. I know we're kind of preparing for life without him anyway, but it still saddens me. Chris Furyk has handed in a transfer request because he's missing home. He's missing Germany. Well, there's not a lot we can do about that, really. I mean, we signed him from Al Nassr. He must have been missing them there, but he did spend pretty much his entire career in Germany up until that Saudi move from Stuttgart. So, fair play to him. He gave it a go, and he's been here for a good amount of time. I mean, he came to us while we were in La Liga, so it's not like he ever was in the lower leagues, but he was kind of the player who came in. And that first season in La Liga, that was our first season. He has been sensational every year. I mean, that season there, goodness me, 21 goals from the wing. He was sensational. Even last season, where he was starting to decline, still really good. And even this season, he still made appearances, still got some important goals, still got some assists, got player of the match a couple of times. He's still been great for us. So, if he wants to go, he wants to go. I'm not going to stop him. I'm not going to stand in his way. Anyway, on to the game at hand. We have a fully fit squad for what feels like the first time in absolutely forever. This is the 11 that we're going to be using, other than one change, actually, because you're not fully fit. I don't know why you're not fully fit. This is the 11 we're going to be using for the game against Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey semi-final second leg. Remember, we're 1-0 down, but we are at home, so let's see what we can do. It is Carnesecchi in goal, Martinez, Herculano, Riyad, and Ilic in defence. Yepes is going to be supporting Maria and Litzkas with Veloso at the tip of the diamond, and Wahi and Salvador are going to be your boys up front, looking to make things a little bit tricky for that Real Madrid defence. They've got Etienne Green back in goal. He's not the best goalkeeper in this game. No offence, Etienne, if you're watching. I doubt you are, but if you are, say hello. I cannot... It's difficult because our form's been great. Look at the form there. It's so good. Just the one draw in there. And that was in the Champions League. Real Madrid's not so good. They've only won 2 of the last 5. Their team is so good. I think their squad is one of the best squads in this save at the moment. And although we know we can beat them, we also know they are very, very good. But we're at home. We need to try and take advantage of that. And we need to see whether we can put them to the sword. I don't know how likely it is that we can do that, but we need to hope that we can just get things going. I mean, match momentum is swinging to us. It's looking like it's a bit of an even tie at the moment. What we really need is to score the first goal. If we can score first, we've got the momentum to go and get a second then. My problem is if we concede first. If we do that, then we've got a massive uphill mountain to climb, which we already have anyway. We already have an uphill mountain because we're already a goal down. If we concede, it makes it even worse. So I think this is a very problematic game in many respects. I'm just hopeful that the players are just on their A game today and we can just do something. We are set to hard tackling. We are hard tackling some specific players, but there's the first goal. And that, I think, is going to be Copa del Rey over. We're going to encourage the boys. We're 2 down. We can turn that around. It's very doable. We can turn that around. But that is not a great start. Ramon Maria's having a good game for us at the moment, but a deep free kick here. And I think this is... I'm worried about this. I've got a feeling we're going to go 2-0. Esteve fullback is just such a nightmare as well. Tchouameni now going for a worldie, hits the crossbar. We are not starting this game very well. We needed to get a good start. We've got the opposite of that. I don't really know what to do to kind of fire the boys up. We're going to have to make some personnel changes. Martinez looks like he's had a knock at some point as well. I mean, we're in there in terms of like looking at the match stats. We're in it. It's just we haven't seen a lot of that on the highlights. And, of course, there is obviously the 1 goal deficit in this tie. And overall in the contest, it's, well, 1 goal in this match, 2-0 overall in the tie. We're just not getting to these balls first, and that is a bit of a concern. Valverde, what a goal that is. I am shouting at the boys after that. And half-time can't come quickly enough. We now need 3. And that's just to get to extra time. I don't think it's doable. It's a shame. Our match momentum is actually really good. Our XG is better than theirs. But they've just got some special players. We're going to throw the water bottle and shout at them. And we're just going to try and shock them into playing a bit better. I don't know whether it's going to be possible. But we're just going to have to do something. Right. Changes have got to happen. I don't know what we can do here because those highlights, it's just little moments of class that have stopped us. Right. Flajek coming on straight away. Litzkas hasn't played well. Gonzalez can come on. Yep hasn't played well. Rodriguez can come on. And I'm going to take I'm going to take Martinez off. And we'll save one change for later. They've just had a great game. Look at them. Their ratings are all over the shop. They are just having such a good game. Don't really know what else we can do. Let's just go out and let's just see whether we can get it going. Let's try and be a bit more direct as well. Let's just see if we can get in behind them a little bit as well. We'll just have a word with the guys we're bringing on and just tell them, you know, it is one of them. Go out there, see what you can do. Fire the boys up. We have kickoff. Let's try and get an early goal in this half. If we can get an early goal in this half, we're not out of it. We're not out of it. It's going to be very difficult, but we're not out of it. Right, Hlajek, who is already shattered, over to Veloso. This is a great start to the half. Into Salvador. It's 2-1. We're back in the game. We're back in the game. More of the same, please, boys. More of the same. Hlajek to Veloso. Veloso did not have a good first half, but he's done a really good job here. And there is Salvador making it 2-1 on the night. 3-1 overall. I want to be able to demand more. I can't at the moment. Let's do more of that, boys. Let's do more of that. We've taken over in this second half. We have come out the gates fighting. Right, demand more. We've got a free kick here. Herculano. Gets it to Maria. He's been one of the standout performers in this game for us. Along with Veloso and now Salvador. Thanks to the goal and the assist for those two. Right, Nico to Veloso. Veloso does well there. Into Salvador. Out to Ilic. Ilic now getting forward. Looking to get it into the box to Salvador. And it is 2-2 on the night. We've got the quick-fire double that we needed. And we're back to where we were at the start of the game. Veloso and Salvador combining there. Ilic does a good job as well. He doesn't like big games, but he's gone and just put that cross in beautifully. And it is now 2-2. Another, please, boys. Another would be lovely. Level on the night. One more goal to tie things up completely. A Salvador hat-trick is not out of the question here. Fire the boys up. Let's get another. Come on, lads. We are on top. Let's do it again. We're not getting any more highlights at the moment, though, which is a bit of a concern. Right, well, I think we're going to have to make a change. Hlajek apparently is in danger of losing his discipline, which I don't really like. And we're just going to have to tell him to calm down because I don't want to take him off. We've got a change to make. Do you know what? We'd be making a change for the sake of it. We'd be making a change for the sake of it. Let's just carry on. Let's just carry on with what we're doing because what we're doing is working at the moment. Right, corner, Maria. Hlajek is there! And Hlajek has got it in! It's 3-2 on the night. 3-3 overall. The comeback is complete. And we've got 5 in-game minutes to try and get a winner. Etienne Green, what a poor save. One more goal does it. One more goal does it. Oh my goodness, mate. Right, do we do anything? Archie Gray, let's leave him, he's fine. Frimpong, going hard, why not? And we're going to tell Riyad to calm himself a little bit. Right. Extra time or can we sneak a winner? Come on, boys. Right, throw in. Ilic. Salvador, very deep here. Gets it back to Riyad. Riyad now. Gets it into Rodriguez in the middle. Rodriguez, Salvador. Salvador running the show here. Into Veloso. Veloso. Maria's gone for a world in. It's just over. Would I have preferred him to hold on to it there? Yeah, probably. And I think it's going to be extra time. Which we thought it was going to be in the Champions League. This one's the most unlikely one. But a Salvador double and then Adam Hlajek, who was in danger of losing his discipline. I tell the lads I'm happy. Right. What a game. The changes have been good ones. Right, we're going to tell Gonzalez he's got to calm down. We're also going to do that to Riyad and to Maria. We need them guys to calm down. I don't really know what else we can do. Herculano and Carnesecchi. I'm going to say that to them just to try and G them up a little bit. We'll say the same to Bowie as well. Keep going. Right, changes. We've actually got 2 changes that we can make now. We've got some tired boys out there. I don't really want to take Veloso off, but he is running out of fitness, so I'm thinking maybe Navarro on, who has shown he can do the job recently. And I'm thinking Chris Furich, but Maria's had a good game. Maria's ended up having a good game. So maybe it's Riyad and we bring on Ribel. Do you know what? I think we do that. Bit of extra energy in the defence. So we've got a relatively new player on the right, relatively new player on the left. That's what I'm going to do. I don't know whether that's the right thing to do, but it's what we're going to do. I feel bad taking off Joe Veloso, but we're doing it because we're just going to try and get the fitness right. Kick-off for Real Madrid. We did very well from our kick-off at the end of the beginning of the second half, and they've given the ball away straight away. Right, Ilic now coming inside here, getting to Maria. Maria, back to Herculano. Bit of possession here is not a bad thing. Rodriguez has gone to fill out left back, which is good to see. Rebel into Nico here. Nico going all the way back to Carnesecchi. Herculano now. Doing some nice little build-up play here. Lovely ball out to Bowie if it works. It didn't. But Herculano gets on the end of it instead of Vinny Jr. Right, Rodriguez, Bowie. Lovely passing here. Hajecki's not going to get on the end of that. But Real Madrid are near the back. We are pressing their defenders to see whether we can make a mistake like that. Maria gets in there. Salvador can't quite get in there. Nico's there, though. It's Nico Gonzalez, and Real Madrid's former player has just put us ahead in the tie. And we lead by 4-2 on the night, and it's 4-3 on aggregate. Nico Gonzalez, who we signed in the summer from Real Madrid, he was out of favour. They didn't want him. He's been one of those players in our team where we've not really known where his best position is, but he just comes in and fills a gap. And he's just gone and scored what might be one of the most important goals of the season. I'm actually shell-shocked. Right, it's half-time. We've got no more subs left. The forward line are dead. The forward line are absolutely dead. Maria's tired as well. Ilic is tired. Oh, my word. Do we change anything? That's the question. Do we change anything formation-wise? I don't know whether we should. I feel like we should keep as we are. How tired are they looking? Their defence is good. They've brought on Rafael Leao, which is a nice little substitution to be able to make. He's not the bravest, so we'll go in hard on him. We're already going in hard on Bellingham and Valverde. That's absolutely fine. Madrid has gone to left back. We'll leave him. We'll press the 2 centre-backs again. We're just hoping we can make a mistake out of one of them. And we're going to press Onana as well, because he was dwelling on the ball a little bit. I'm a little bit worried about how tired we are compared to them, but we're just going to go for it. Come on, boys. One more period of the game. 15 in-game minutes. It's a free kick to Real Madrid. Bellingham floating it in, looking for Onana. It's just over. Oh, it's just over. We get away with that. Time is ticking. It's a highlight. It's another free kick to Madrid. It's a deep one. Ribal gets in there. Oh, he gets away with a mistake there. Right, Nico Gonzalez, the potential match winner here. Over to Salvador. Salvador, I thought it was a poor pass. He's gotten away with it. And Navarro's in here. He's got a man over. If he can get it into the box, into Adam Hajek, who's put it wide. Oh, he's put it wide. He's tired. I'll forgive him. It's game over, surely. The time is up. We have the ball. Time is up. Maria. Ilic! We've been a corner, but that's the time. We're 13 seconds over. That was my phone. Oh my God, we've gone and done it. We've just come back on Real Madrid and knocked them out of both cup competitions. After the first half we had, I did not think we'd be saying that in this game. I certainly didn't think I'd be saying... Oh my word, that's got to be one of the best episodes in terms of results. We've just beaten Real Madrid. I say back-to-back, we've had a game in between. Back-to-back in terms of games against them for the first time since 2 seasons ago. And it's in the cup competitions. And we have a game over on them in the league, and if we win that, we go ahead of them. And we've already played them in the league as well, I think. Right. We are through to a Copa del Rey final against Valencia. That is such a winnable game. Last season we got knocked out by Real Madrid. Well, we put that ghost to bed. And when we won it against Valencia. This is a golden opportunity for another trophy. Remember, we've already won the Super Copa this season. That's over here. In terms of Champions League, nothing's been drawn yet for this, I don't think. We're still waiting for it to be drawn. It's been drawn in 2 days. Do you know what? Let's stick around for that. Let's see who we get drawn against. I'm kind of excited by that. Do we have a game between then and now? No, we don't. Let's stick around and let's see who we get drawn against. I like the sound of that. Okay, we're here. Champions League draw o'clock. Let's see what we get. We're going to view the draw. I don't normally do this. Normally I just skip past it. But let's do the draw and let's see what we get. So the first match of the quarter-final stage of the Champions League, which we are here for the first time, hosted by Kevin Campbell, formerly of RB Leipzig, I do believe, who is now a coach. Not a very good one at that. Sorry, Kevin. Let's see who gets drawn. So it's Roma. Would we take Roma? I think I would. I think if we can beat Real Madrid, I think I'd be okay with taking Roma and having our taking our chances with that one. Let's see who we get. It's Leverkusen. Okay, I'd have taken Leverkusen as well, so that's a bit disappointing. Right. So, the remaining teams, you should double check. So, we already knew about some of these. Bayern, Atletico, Man United, Newcastle, Leipzig, Deportivo. So, there's some big names that aren't in here. Right, Bayern Munich. This is one we absolutely do not want. Which we don't get. Atletico Madrid get them. That's a tasty little tie. So, we've got left ourselves, Leipzig, Newcastle, United. I'd take Leipzig and Newcastle. This is going to be us, isn't it? No, it's us and Newcastle. Wow. That's winnable. That is absolutely winnable. Okay, Newcastle United. Where are you in the league? So you are doing well in the Premier League, to be fair. You are doing well in the Premier League. You got Marco Rose as your manager. What's your squad looking like in terms of your... So you've got Sandro Tonali still. Zeno Dabast, who is a defender, who I recognise the name of. He looks like he's a tasty player. Alexander Isak's still there. Sven Botman's still there. Both of those are going to be in their primes. Isak's having a hell of a season. Fresneda, I recognise, 25 years old. He's obviously a very, very good player. They've got Van Persie. I'm assuming that's Van Persie's kid. It's Shaquille Van Persie, is it? It is Shaquille Van Persie. And he looks like he's a handy little striker who's not played that often. This Haraldsson guy, we've looked at him before. I think we tried to sign him and didn't get a chance to. They've got some... It's Pedro Gonçalves. Hello there. I recognise you very much so. I've used you quite a bit. They've got some handy little players in their squad. But they have to be there for the taking after what we've done this season, surely. I mean, I tell you what, Gyökeres has scored some absolute goals as well. He really has. No wonder they're doing as well in the Premier League. Right, well, we now know who we've got in the Champions League. Newcastle. And we know who we got in the Copa del Rey final. Valencia. So the Copa del Rey final and the Champions League second leg are back to back. It's going to be another Copa del Rey Champions League special next time. It has to be. So we're going to go away. We're going to play Osasuna. We're going to play Mallorca, Villarreal. We'll play the first leg of Newcastle, play Valladolid, and we'll have a double cup special. And we'll hope we can come away with at least a trophy. But if we can do a trophy and the semi-final in the Champions League, I would be very happy with that. Right, I'm going to go for a lie down. I think I've earned it. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed today's video, and how could you not, please don't forget to leave a big like on there for me, and don't forget to subscribe as well. It's completely free to do so, and you'll make me a very happy chap. I've been Stu, you guys have been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.